All right, I have an etching in my cafe. I have an etching on the wall. It's in a gold frame. It's of cows and a stream or a river, stream, I think it is. Cows in a stream or something like that. And it's by Gainsborough. Gainsborough. This is the first professional lesson you're going to get from me, because this is how professional art schools work. So, 3 cows at a stream or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. He didn't like the etching process. Gauguin didn't like it. Gauguin only did one etching. He hated it, and he never did it again. Gainsborough, that's it. He hated it. He stopped doing it. Degas hated it, and he stopped doing it. Renoir hated it, and he stopped doing it. It's terrible. It really is. It's a bitchy job. It's horrible, horrible job. Just to get a few lousy prints out. You don't get any more money for the prints than you get for something that's easier made. So Gainsborough did not stay with the process, the etching process, but he did make this etching. He doesn't do the actual etching, you understand. He did the drawing from which the etcher gouged out the metal with acids. He didn't actually touch the acid himself. There's probably about 300 or 400 examples of this particular etching floating around today, still floating around today. There's not too many. But the reason is because the plate still exists, and so they're still pulling off of that plate, or they were recently pulling off of there. I have a very, very fresh, very early impression from the same etching plate. You can tell it has all the dry point, it has all the burr. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have no way of actually determining the value of a piece like that, do you? You're taken advantage by someone who knows about it. You shouldn't take my word for a thing like that. Anyway, if you were buying it, you wouldn't have to take my word for it, because you could have that looked at by an expert. They would just have to look at a photo taken with a cell phone, just a cell phone snapper, and they can tell whether it's real, not real, what the date of it, the issue was, what part of the run it was. So they'll easily tell you that, because they have ways of measuring those things up, matching images. They have BMPs that they can match the image one to the other. This line of scratch work here, it's called dry point. This dry point is missing from that, so that's later than this one that has the dry point in it. And this one that has the dry point doesn't have the burr. This one has the burr and the dry point. That's even earlier. Burr is very dark areas where the ink got caught in curls, little curls of metal, with the metal curled up. Because you use a burin and thing. Well, there's techniques which we don't use anymore. Who the hell needs those? You just put the thing on there, scan it in, it's done, print 1 million copies. Don't even need to do that. Just send out the software and the customer prints it out themselves. Yeah, why not? You want a sculpture? Yeah, just print one out. Use your 3D printer, print out a sculpture. We shopped for a new wedding ring, for a new set of wedding rings. My partner and I shopped for a new set of wedding rings. We found some online. They're very nice. We're downloading them now. We'll print them out very soon. We're going to print them in gold. The cartridges are expensive, but it's worth it. You get a printer cartridge with actual 14-karat gold in there. Sprays it out. Yes, different world entirely. So anyway, if you want some more of those, the God on the Stick, you're going to have to order them fast because I am still ordering. I'm going to order more and more and more of those things. As fast as we're ordering, then we've sold them. We can't get that many at a time is the problem. It's hard to get them.